Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto here with the Wasteland Review YouTube channel. I'm here to review The Founder, which is about Ray Kroc, the man who turned McDonald's into a giant, successful, profitable organization, and his story of taking the idea of the McDonald's brothers and really running with it. And this film is directed by John Lee Hancock, who made The Blind Side, and he does a fantastic job of making a fast-paced and ambitious film where you're really connecting with the pace of this film really matches up with the character in it. And Ray Kroc's an ambitious go-getter, and you're zooming through this film at a great pace, which this is almost a 2-hour film. Doesn't feel it because you're zooming through. You have that same kind of energy as the main character does, which is a fantastic work with what John Lee Hancock does with this film, really making you feel connected to the main character, Ray Kroc, played by Michael Keaton, and uses some interesting storytelling, including a particular scene where you find out the backstory of McDonald's through the eyes of the two McDonald's brothers, played by Nick Offerman and John Carroll Lynch. And overall, this film is a very interesting film, and it's an interesting story, and a whole lot of people probably don't know a lot of these details. And for at least half of this film, you're there with this man, Ray Kroc. He's ambitious, he's a go-getter, he's trying to do things, and that's admirable. Then he turns out to be a piece of crap, to be perfectly honest, and that's where this film started to kind of lose me, because you feel like there should be some kind of comeuppance or some kind of payoff, but the thing is, this is where McDonald's goes, and realizing all the terrible things he did to people to get there, and really, he's not somebody you want to be rooting for by the end of the film, and the people who you do want to root for get left out in the cold. And I guess that is a commentary on how things really are, but from a film perspective and an experience watching a film, it can kind of leaves you just high and dry there. And he gets what he wants, to be perfectly honest, and he's not punished in any way for it, which Michael Keaton holds this thing together, because if it wasn't for Michael Keaton, you would nope out so quickly on Ray Kroc, but he makes him charismatic and likable, and you see those flaws that he has, but they really shine as positives in the hands of what Michael Keaton does. Now, the two people who you really feel bad for and who do an amazing job is John Carroll Lynch and Nick Offerman as the McDonald's brothers. Their chemistry is fantastic. They're two very unique people and work so well, and you see that brotherly connection between them. But by the end, you really want them to win, and leaves a little bit sour in your mouth. Now, from a character perspective, most of the other characters don't have much to do. Linda Cardellini, Patrick Wilson, and then especially Laura Dern, who plays Ray Kroc's wife, kind of get left high and dry and really don't have a whole lot to do. Which, this is Ray Kroc's film, but you kind of just feel like they're just like tacked on and kind of wasted talent. The cinematography is bright and luminous and really captures that 50s era that this film is supposed to be taking place in, and I think that was really well done and really worked for the film. And it also matches the bright ambition of Ray Kroc, and all of that, how this is constructed to match up with the main character, I think was fantastically well done, and I'm really impressed by that. The music did its job. Wasn't the most memorable score, but it really did its job and kept you there with the movie, helping you feel the way you're supposed to be feeling. Overall, I really enjoyed The Founder as just sitting there and watching it, but looking back, it's not a film that really does a fantastic job of hitting you with either you're really happy because this go-getter got what he wanted, but he's also a complete scumbag, and the people who should have gotten something worthwhile for them kind of got screwed over. And fortunately, it was a bitter taste of real life shoved right into this bright, ambitious, and inspiring film. I am going to give The Founder a B, and if you get a chance, I would suggest going out if you want to see a good movie. January is usually not that time for good movies, but I would say give it a chance.